The man in charge when Midland's current City Hall opened its doors has some stories to tell about the building built just 25 short years ago. Meet Cliff Miles, Midland's city manager from 1973 to 1992.
The first thing that staff had to do after getting started with the project was to be sure we had solidly in mind the reasons for building a new building versus perhaps remodeling the old. And the two reasons that stand out are, one is the barrier-free issue. City Hall, the old City Hall, you had to, at times we had people being carried up in their wheelchair to get to council chambers. And the other reason is that the City Hall had just simply gotten too small. And the city had grown from 15,000 to 40,000 people. One of the things that the planning group had to do was to plan on the move. It was going to be difficult, and we did do it finally, and did it on the closing of Friday. We started the move, opening the next Monday morning in the new building, everything being operable. And that was one of the things that was a great success.
Cliff's public administration career spanned 40 years, 20 of those in the City of Modern Explorers. One memorable event occurred in 1986.
One of the outstanding events in my time as city manager was the 1986 flood, and that was not planned, and we had to depend on plans in place, of course. The interesting part about it is it was a rainfall event of 13 inches of rain in 30 hours, and it was just more than I've ever seen, and more than any record set here. In fact, it resulted in over 1,000 basements being flooded, and so there were people throughout the community that had difficulty, and trying to get them squared away was difficult at best. The other event I remember during the flood was that they actually, when it crested, it was 2 feet over the head of the family that's on the mound there by the Tridge. And that gives people a reference point as to how much of the area was underwater, actually.
While the 89-year-old has seen a lot of changes, he's also had a hand in making changes since his retirement from the city. Cliff has been active with economic development efforts, served on business and nonprofit advisory boards, and shared his government knowledge with smaller communities around Midland.
Since 1992, when I retired, I've been involved with many projects in which one or more townships or village or city of Coleman, for instance, those projects have given me the ability to fulfill what I had hoped to be able to do after I retired, and that was help other small municipalities in the area with my expertise and experience to give them projects, successful projects that will help their community in many ways.
It's dedicated civil servants like Cliff Miles that have helped form the cornerstone of City Hall.